Hello students. Today we will do an essay writing in our English composition notebook. First of all, introduction. Despite the fact that, as Shakespeare said, the pen is mightier than the sword, the pen itself is not enough to make an effective writer. In fact, though we may all like to think of ourselves as the next Shakespeare, Ins- inspiration alone is not the key to effective essay writing. You see, the conventions of English essay are more formulaic than you might think, and in many ways, it can be as simple as counting to five. Now, what is an essay? An essay is generally a short piece of writing outlining the writer's perspective or story. It is often considered synonymous with a story or a paper or an article. Types of essay. There are four major types of essays. Distinguishing between types of essays is simply a matter of determining the writer's goal. Does the writer want to tell you about a personal experience, describe something, explain an issue, or convince the reader to accept a certain viewpoint? The four major types of essays address these purposes: narrative essays, descriptive essays, expository essays, persuasive essays. Let us first see about narrative essays. In a narrative essay, the writer tells us a story about a real life experience. While telling a story may sound easy to do, the narrative essay challenges students to think and write about themselves. When writing a narrative essay, writers should try to involve the reader by making the story as vivid as possible. The fact that narrative essays are usually written in the first person helps engage the reader. I sentences give readers a feeling of being part of the story. A well crafted narrative essay will also build towards drawing a conclusion or making a personal statement. Second, descriptive essays. In other words, in descriptive essays we find as if writer tries to paint a picture. Descriptive essay is also known as a cousin of the narrative essay. A descriptive essay paints a picture with words. A writer might describe a person, place, object, or even memory of special significance. However, this type of essay is not description for description's sake. The descriptive essay strives to communicate a deeper meaning through the description. In a descriptive essay, the writer should show, not tell, through the use of colorful words and sensory details. The best descriptive essays appeal to the reader's emotions with a result that is highly evocative. Third type, expository essays, where we find just the facts. The expository essay is an informative piece of writing that presents a balanced analysis of a topic. In an expository essay, the writer explains or defines a topic using facts, statistics, and examples. Expository writing encompasses a wide range of essay variations, such as the comparison and contrast essay, the cause and effect essay, and the how to or process essay. Because expository essays are based on facts and not personal feelings, writers don't reveal their emotions or write in the first person. Fourth type of essay, persuasive or argumentative essays. While like an expository essay in its presentation of facts, the goal of the persuasive essay is to convince the reader to accept the writer's point of view or recommendation. The writer must build a case using facts and logic as well as examples, expert opinion, and sound reasoning. The writer should present all sides of the argument but must be able to communicate clearly and without equivocation why a certain position is correct. Now, students, let us have a glance on essay structure. Though more advanced academic papers are a category all their own, the basic high school or college essay has the following standardized 5 paragraph structure. Paragraph 1, Introduction. Paragraph 2, Body 1. Paragraph 3, Body 2. Paragraph 4, Body 3. And paragraph 5th, Conclusion. Though it may seem formulaic, and well, it is. The idea behind this structure is to make it easier for the reader to navigate the ideas put forth in an essay. You see, if your essay has the same structure as every other one, any reader should be able to quickly and easily find the information most relevant to them. Now, students, here you are given one essay topic, the role model. Suppose you are given this topic for exam. How you will elaborate the given points? So please listen. First of all, I read out all the points which you are given. Define the word role model. Second point, people have different role models. Third, importance of role models. Next point is examples of role models. And last, conclusion. Now, first of all, you will begin this essay by defining this word role model. A role model is a person who inspires you to be like him or her. A good role model is someone who is always positive, calm, and confident. A role model is a person whose behavior, example, or success is or can be emulated by others, especially by young people. The term role model is credited to sociologist Robert Kay. In 1970, these terms were not in the general American vocabulary. By the mid 1990s, they had become part of everyday speech. Role models are people who set good examples by the words they speak and by the action they take. Role model can be the people you know personally or people you have learned about in the news at school or on television. My dear students, you all know that everyone has a role model in his or her life to admire and inspire in making decisions, whether it can be a parent, superhero, or just someone. From childhood, we adopt various role models. We may not be aware of the fact that a loving mother is a good role model for a daughter, while an honest, courageous, and hard-working man may be a role model for a son. In schools and colleges, some teachers and professors are very admired by the students for their knowledge of their subject, their methods of teaching, and dedication to their duty, that the students try to emulate them. Students even tend to copy the behavior and mannerism of the teachers. The teacher's entire personality is a reflection on the minds of the students. Even movie stars are role models for a great number of boys and girls. This craze is so much that the boys and girls try to emulate their manners, style, and dress. Parents and teachers are important role models for children, according to me. Even Abdul Kalam, who is a role model for many in this world, was once asked by a school student about his role models, and he answered him saying that his role models were his parents and his teacher. According to Abdul Kalam, parents and teachers have great responsibility. The parents should have such qualities as honesty, courage, hard work, noble character for their children to emulate. If the parents fail in this, they will be responsible for bad character in their children. The students of today are the citizens of tomorrow. It is the responsibility of also teachers to be role models for their students. They should have all the qualities in them that will help the students to form their character and become good citizens. They should never mislead the students. This would be a big crime on their part. A role model need not be always a living person. He or she could be a great person of the past. Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel, Abraham Lincoln, Krishna, Gautam Buddha, etc. can also be good role models. Their lives have inspired generations to follow in their footsteps and make their lives sublime. Now, the conclusion, students. We should be careful as to whom we select as our role models. Movie stars, as presented on the screen, are quite different from what they are in their private life. The youth that regards film stars as their models are making a big mistake. It is our duty to help our youth to find suitable role models. So, in this way, we can give conclusion to our essay topic, the role model. Students, I hope you all have already made English composition notebook in which we have already done our first topic, that was an email writing. So after that email writing, the second topic that you will write in your English composition notebook is essay writing. Date you will put for an essay writing when this video will be uploaded. Now, which topic you will take for an essay writing, which you will write in your competition notebook? The topic is the problem of child labor. My dear students, we have already completed our second lesson, the lost spring. So you can come to know what is a child labor. To give justice to this topic, you can take the following points which you are given. First, you will define what is child labor. Then you will give the scenario, Indian scenario, reason for child labor in India, types of child labor, effects of child labor, and solution. So in this way, you will write an essay on this given topic in about 250 words. I hope you have understood what I want and you will give true justice and the right justice to this topic. Thank you very much.